My legions are coming. My legions.
But you made that silence with the sonic. That worked, didn't it?
Yeah, one trick. Once. That's all you get with the gods.
The gods. Wow.
The gods. That's why he said it's from the Pantheon.
What's going on? It's your boy Syntell with the Intel and Rekkai is in the building. What's going on, champion?
Hello, governor.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Disney's Doctor Who. According to Disney, this is episode 3. Let's get started. BBC, making sure to let y'all know that they still run this. Disney's just happened to just spread it around to the masses.
And we have a tune. Then we have a melody.
So even though this is episode 3, this particular episode is called The Devil's Chord. I bet you the Devil's Chord is A minor.
Oh!
It's just a bit stuffy. Can't you play something more exciting, sir?
There is one thing you might like. It's called the Devil's Chord.
Tell me more, sir.
My man got excited.
That is so little.
Oh, goodness me.
That little boy did that, didn't he?
See what happened? You start messing around with the devil? Is somebody knocking?
Looking for the devil here now.
Devil here now. He about to suck that food down in that piano.
What the heck?
Ah, what is this, hocus pocus?
You know each other.
That's my daddy.
Don't be ridiculous.
You didn't look at my name, sir.
Of course I did. It's Henry, what was it?
De Evil?
Henry Harbinger, that's it.
Oh. Harbinger.
Harbinger.
Harbinger!
Harbinger of death.
Think of him as my prelude. And now his song is sung.
Oh.
My notation is Maestro. But what
Maestro?
music? And you, Mr. Timothy Drake, you're a genius.
Oh, he don't pay attention now.
Isn't it funny how his last name is Drake?
Melodies.
He better sell his soul to the devil. I can feel it.
Strangled inside.
Sign right here.
All those songs.
Let me tell you about my last little buddy, Johnny Lee Hooker.
Pulled the music out of his spirit.
Yeah, that didn't go down the way you thought it would, did it?
Oh, they gummed your notes down.
Yeah.
Oh, that's something to do the intro too?
I kind of like that.
I'm with that.
Okay.
Showed all the Beatles albums, so we used to play them every day after school. 10 years old I was. We had Revolver, the White Album, so yeah, if I could go anywhere, then that's where I'd go.
Yeah, the doc vexed right now.
Oh no, it's the Bethlehem. But the Beatles! Why have I never done that before? Come on!
They're gonna do Abbey Road. All right, the costumes are great.
1963?
Not only that, there's probably people going to be really trying to get in this police box because they had them in the 60s, I think.
Abbey Road.
Abbey Road, right off top.
Oh, come on!
Janet said we could take over, so you can have 10 minutes off.
Oh, right. Thank you. Very kind. Oh.
Yeah.
That was easy.
A black woman in the 60s who's pretty much a maid or doing menial service work. Yeah, threaten her with 10 minutes off. Say less.
What do you think, John?
Are they taking stuff to the Beatles?
I just want a good night's sleep.
Wait, ain't there like 5? There's 5 dudes in there.
All right. Let's take it from the
Look at John, Paul, George, and Ringo.
Then, George, when you're getting paid £7 a day.
7 quid a day.
I don't even know how much that is. It's
peanuts compared to today.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all need a muse.
Okay. Going from the second chorus, playing in the last 4 bars of the verse. Good luck, Silla.
Who's,
And the 3.
who's that?
Yeah, y'all gonna have to let me know.
Because you left me and I
Look at Ruby's face. It's like,
were quite happy, I think, perhaps.
oh,
She said
the Maestro done sucked all the music out the world.
That's what it is.
And roll to record, please.
If you tell me this is John Williams, I'm gonna go nuts.
Wow. Yeah, you just gotta take a knee.
Yeah.
There's no life in the world.
Music isn't like you can't lose it or steal it or kill it. It's just natural. You get music when
Girl, talk about what you know about.
You are writing songs for the band, yeah?
They're not very good, are they?
Oh, no.
No.
But waltzes used to exist. When did they start becoming wrong?
Dunno, way back. 20s, 30s.
Why? What happened?
1925.
What we're doing here today is the last gasp. If I can make a bit of money out of cheap old rhymes, then I can settle down and get a proper job. It's embarrassing.
Just want to finish the album, get back to Liverpool, and forget it.
What?
It's John Lennon.
What for? I'm no good at anything.
Right? What? Can you imagine Michael Jackson saying that?
I can see Michael Jackson being in prison. Just think about it, because then all them beatings that Joe gave him was pointless. Mike would have hauled off and beat Joe's ass at some point.
Forget this life. Just have me tea and go to bed with a woman of my own. That's all I want.
Yeah, but you ain't even met Yoko yet.
G, then an E, and a G maybe twice. And C.
Oh.
You hear it in the background?
Yeah, he's struggling.
I love you so much.
Oh, the Kaiser Soze moment. Look at that. Felt the presence, huh?
Mm-hmm. She's like, are you daring to try to make some good music? Boots is killing. Maestro's hair baby.
Maestro everywhere.
Do you know what you are with your ideas, pal? Disgusting. You are disgusting.
What just happened? What?
What the hell was that?
That part.
thing is, without music, dance must be gone. No one dances anymore. I mean, can you dance without music?
I mean, you.
So I wonder if it affects them. Like if they start playing some music, start singing, dancing.
Love songs in the whole wide world.
They're going to go up here and sing and dance or whatever, try to lay a trap for the Maestro or something to come out, break the spell or something.
Yeah, I can see that.
London's dreary as hell, ain't it?
I live.
London's European Seattle.
I live over there.
European LA. That's smog.
1963, I parked the TARDIS in a junkyard, and I lived there with my granddaughter Susan.
Oh.
Now that's an interesting bit of information.
Yo, what?
My
Yeah, that part.
Yeah.
You know, timelines.
With his granddaughter Susan. Now, I also think that that is a throwback. In classic Who, the very first companion for the Doctor was his granddaughter.
Genocide rolled across time and space like a great big
Yeah, but we're talking about classic Who, so. Oh, and he did say 1963, right?
Yeah. That was about when the first one started, right?
Yeah, this first episode.
Okay.
Hey, Millie! Thank
Willie!
you very
Hey,
much.
what's up, bro, man? 5 on the black hand side. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Can't bear whistling, Doc. All those horrible tunes. No thanks.
Sweet, I've seen you. December 23, King's Arms. You opened with One More Sleep.
Wait a minute. So you've seen her before, huh?
Oh no, we did see.
Oh, the Christmas episode, huh?
Yeah, where he saw her a few times. He saw her in the club. Remember, he was in the middle of the dance floor going in.
In the world, let's see what happens if you bring music back.
Yeah, ears are gonna explode with joy.
I wrote this for my friend Trudy when a girl broke her heart.
You said when a girl broke her heart?
Yep.
The maestro said, "Oh, the hell you say?"
Let it pop right up out that bad boy.
Mm-hmm. Look, he's on the lookout. He's like, I know that thing coming. It was on every reflection.
It's a cool shot.
Yeah, he's styling.
Yeah.
Look, people actually hear real music.
Yeah.
Bringing hope, joy back to the world.
Facts. I can't imagine a world without music.
Look at her. She's like, I ain't heard that. I ain't heard nothing like that since 1924.
Go ahead, girl. Play. Shoot.
I've always wanted to know how to play the piano. At one point when I was a little kid, I could play and tickle the keys a little bit, but.
Oh, and here come a hater.
Did she hit that tritone? With the devil's core?
Oh.
Look, this is what I've been waiting on.
Dang. The way they came out.
I'm not.
You rang.
Yeah. She is straight off of RuPaul's Drag Race. Like,
hold up. I thought the doctor called it something different.
Never hide.
I can't fight this thing.
What?
You see the look on my face? You better get in there and hide.
I'm thrown off because this is the second episode that we see him showing this type of fear, and I don't like that. That's not the doctor. Yeah, the doctor got turned into Dobby and then showed that kind of fear.
Super quick. But the doctor called it something different, called it the giggle or something. Is that a tuning fork?
Not a tuning fork. Yeah.
Maestro. Are you?
Are you?
Because I heard music.
Oh, you a hater.
Music
belongs to me.
Hey, all right. That went from that octave drop.
Yeah. Oh, they're untucked. Ooh.
Okay.
Took all sound away. That's gonna make them break because they can't take that.
Is that the screwdriver doing that?
Yeah.
Okay. Maestro's like, all right, bet, check this. I'll be back.
Broke it. Broke it.
and vision.
That grin. Oh, it inspired the little old lady.
I bet it's gonna inspire all those people that heard it.
Music.
You better not hurt that old lady.
Oh yeah. She got a red shirt on.
Dang. Come on. Stall the old lady out. Ah, come on, word.
I kind of like the Maestro. The Maestro's cheeky.
Oh, Ruby, there are vast powers.
Looking like a little Sammy Davis Jr.
I told you when we first met, I said the Toymaker. And defeating him ripped me in half.
But you survived.
It tore my soul in half. I can't survive that again.
What the hell?
My legions are coming. My legions.
But you made that silence with the sonic. That worked, didn't it?
Yeah, one trick. Once. That's all you get with the gods.
The gods. Wow.
The gods. That's why he said it's from the Pantheon.
I'm sorry, but the power of these creatures is so vast. The whole world could slide into the pit.
All right, y'all need to get in the TARDIS and back it up out of her.
I know you're clever. I know that. But I've got news for you. The world did not end in 1963. No, but it didn't. Hey, I'm living proof. I was born in 2004 and all my life I've had Beyonce and some
2004, so she's 20. Okay. Rose was 19.
when she's drunk to my gran. Don't you see, Doctor? Music exists.
So what is it? What do you do? How do you get it back? You got to go back to where it started.
Are they on a fractured timeline or something?
You back home. What time are you?
Mm-hmm.
June 2024.
It's hard to keep track, but yeah, I think so. June, July.
I like how they kept it vague, depending on when the real show came out. June, July, somewhere out of there.
But no, they went back to 2024 when the music stopped. Oh,
wow.
Shit. Oh, but wait.
Because of music?
World War I ended in 1918, so 6 years after World War I, it shouldn't still look like that.
But this isn't.
Did they go to 1924? They went back to 2024.
They went to 2024. That's what I'm saying, like June, July.
Yeah.
This is your home if Maestro isn't stopped.
That's what happened with no music.
When we talked about before about what happens if this turns dark, well, here we are.
Without any way of expressing a broken heart, they go to war without even knowing why.
Then how am I still alive?
That's beautiful too.
Why don't I fade away?
Because of me.
Yeah. It's a paradox. It's wonderful to talk about how important music is. Oh,
Maestro, be ready.
Look, she done sat down at Alicia Keys' old piano.
Maestro, ready.
That was you in 63, wasn't it? Sweet cheeks.
Oh, easy.
I've been
Slow
waiting
down
on you.
now. Yeah. I'm nobody's sweet cheeks.
The Lord Temporal.
The Lord Temporal.
Father and bound him in salt. Yes?
Child of the Toymaker.
C'est moi, mon
Child of the Toymaker.
Thank you, Doctor. Daddy was so bad to me.
Hey.
Daddy was...
I'd have been backed up, took my key out, and went right back in there. I'd be like, yeah, we out this piece.
If he was a living game, you are the essence of music itself.
But what's the point?
Bad daddy corrupted Maestro.
Then the universe will stop turning. It'll keen in a minor key.
In a minor.
A minor.
Will be my symphony supreme.
With all of life extinguished.
I'm going solo. How did you enter?
Your father established the rules of fair play. One thing that he will never do is cheat. So I have a right to know.
I am not my father.
And you might be bright and hot and timey-wimey.
Timey-wimey.
Timey-wimey. Wibbly wobbly timey-wimey.
Did you break it?
No, that's something else.
Hariyama! TARDIS has been corrupted or something, huh? Y'all better find them Beatles.
You need to find lots of
She said, no,
banishment.
wait.
John Lennon's guitar.
You're gonna need John Lennon.
Yay, we don't need to be a genius. No, just, no offense, just a musical genius.
Sometimes genius is just hard work.
Yeah?
Sonic screwdriver. It's better than a laser screwdriver. Ah, he's getting it.
That's true. Whoa.
Can't trick me twice.
Uh-oh.
Maestro.
Uh-oh.
Maestro, I am asking you just... What?
Remember, she got a secret that we don't know yet.
Yeah. You know that, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Remember, because Ruby kept telling him, hold on. A hidden song. Back from the day she was born. Look at
Yep, there's the snow again.
Yeah.
What is this?
Christmas.
Yeah, you done messed up now. 2004.
How could a song have so much power?
Because she's special.
Enough.
Nice save, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That the Randy Moss.
Yeah.
They call it the Mrs. Mills piano. Oh, she was a girl. We had some adventures, me and Mrs. Mills.
He had a moment.
So I know that this piano is rattling with all the potential to send you back to hell.
Oh, it's like a dance battle, but with music? Let's go. Oh, yes! It is!
Music battle.
Yeah! They even said it by the name! Let's go! Y'all need Prince's guitar, and I guarantee you'll win.
Go on, then.
Maestro's like, I wish you would.
Do it!
Yeah, Maestro already know.
The lost chord. Are you enough of a genius?
I would never call myself that, Maestro.
But the doctor is a genius.
He said, but I have lived. I like that.
Every single thing. And if that's where music comes from...
Shot that, did you?
Come on. Hit him with the body shot.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you gonna get these skibbity paps.
You gonna get that.
Meek. Jinx is like the Joker, the Maestro.
That don't sound right. No, look. It's like, Rose knew too. Look. Come on, Rose, save the day.
Off to the races, baby. Oh, she said you ain't going nowhere. Is that what you thought?
You're going nowhere.
Yeah.
Well, you can't do that. We need you.
What for? I'm not good at anything.
Play it, fool.
And a second, and a third, and a fourth, and fifth, and you put them together, and it feels like the most whole.
Paul just showed up. It was all of them together at the same time. That's what it was. So once he found all the notes, the last note was all of them together at the same time.
Oh, music, like, where you going to?
He's almost here.
Okay. The one who waits.
Okay. The one who waits. Who's it, Voldemort? Hell.
Listen.
Oh, look at the difference in the weather.
You're making music.
No, I wonder, because they got rid of her. Does that correct everything all the way back to 1925?
Oh, they're like, oh no, we ain't done.
Oh, now we're on a episode. What was that movie? Big? With Tom Hanks?
It's fitting at the end on the little Abbey Road cross street. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to see a cut down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. But if you want to watch the whole thing with us uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/Syntell. Become a member of this channel. You'll get access to the full uncut reaction, but you will need your own Netflix, HBO Max, or Disney Plus subscription so you can open up each episode in an adjacent window to our reaction. We'll give you a little time with a small reference video at the bottom of the screen to help you sync up the footage. And it'll be like you're watching it with your favorite pals from the internet. Yeah, this show definitely has its own vibe. It feels Disney. It does. I'm curious how, like I said, since we our previous experience regarding Doctor Who has just been seasons 1 through 3. This is very lighthearted. It's very musical. The Christmas special was very musical as well. It's actually the second episode. Well, by Disney standards, the second episode didn't really have any music, but now we're back to it. So I'd say 2 out of 3 of the videos, the movie videos that we've seen, have had heavy doses of music. So I'm actually almost expecting that to kind of maybe even continue throughout the rest of the season. If that is the case,
now here's the thing though, because
would you be cool with that?
I'm cool with it, but here's what's interesting, because I know Disney right now is the evil empire, right? And everybody hates Disney for, you've destroyed, well, I don't think they destroyed Indiana Jones, but, but a lot of the big properties, Marvel, Star Wars, Pixar, they're not cranking out the good animated stuff like that. Disney is the evil empire, right?
Okay.
But from what I understand, and I could be completely wrong, that could just be conjecture, the deal with the BBC and Disney was that Disney got Doctor Who, one of the biggest and longest running series, one of the biggest, in the world, for distribution, to distribute through Disney all over the world. Is a big show, like everybody don't have Stranger Things. Everybody don't have, these big tentpole, series for the network. So they needed a big one. But Russell T Davies stepped in because the BBC is still a government-owned public broadcasting network.
Yeah, this is like the British version of PBS.
Yeah, and they weren't willing to put, times have changed. People's sensibilities and what they expect to see on the screen have changed. Now, we have not seen the later seasons of Who yet. And even we got some very practical effects, in live action, and then, in post from the season that we've seen so far. Things have changed. We expect a different level of, effects, CG, whatever. Disney said that they would put up the money to increase the production budget. Looking at this set that they on for the TARDIS, that's an increase in production.
Yes, it is.
They've increased the budget for marketing. But if everything is true that I read, that they left RTD alone and didn't interfere in scripts. They did not interfere. I think what was said was that they gave a few notes on a couple things or whatever, like each episode, and if RTD wanted to use them or not, that was up to him. But they were told to not interfere because they truly did not need Disney, but are glad to have Disney's assistance, because he needed RTD, and Doctor Who kind of needed an out from the confines of BBC. It's always going to be a BBC show, but they needed to increase the budget.
Well, you're to one of the largest distribution channels in the world, and that is with Disney. And I'm saying all that. Well, I was saying all that earlier. It's not that it's a complaint, because all of this stuff with the costumes and the music licenses and all the pretty lights and all that is icing. It's all icing. And I'll even go a step even further. Even the actors or icing.
Mm-hmm.
Cake is story, and it always will be forever. You can have all the icing in the world. You have all the icing in the world, but if you don't have a good story, then it's all for naught. Meanwhile, you can have the greatest story in the world and almost have no icing, and it's still solid. So what I'm saying, I guess my question I'm asking to you and to all of and to everybody that's paying attention to this, with all the extra frills, is it a deal breaker for you if the story is still solid? Is this a deal breaker for you, Rekkai, if the story is still solid? I personally don't have a problem with all the fluff and flair. I think it's fun. But I can see, I'm reading tea leaves, and I promise you there's going to be some people that's going to take some issue with it. How do you feel about that?
Listen, from what I understand, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't doing nothing.
That part.
So
that's true.
The haters came out the woodworks when Jodie Whittaker showed up as the first Doctor, and we know because she had been in previous episode of Doctor Who. She is killing it. I think when she on Broadchurch or something like that.
Okay.
She was on some other show or whatever. And I may be wrong on that, but Jodie Whittaker ain't no slouch. However, they knew her acting chops. However, when they announced a female Doctor, people lost their minds. Not my Doctor. We have the same thing here, and you cannot get past it. You have and I don't know if Ncuti personally or the way that he's playing a Doctor is part of the Alphabet Society. He's very flamboyant. He has lots of charisma, lots of charm. He's very flamboyant.
Yes.
Yes, and it does come off very zesty. And he may be gay. Who cares? One of my favorite characters, Captain Jack Harkness. Listen,
I love me some Jack.
Anybody could get it with Jack.
Jack said,
Captain Jack, anybody could
get
it. Yes, he looked at anybody like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Yeah. He was all over Rose. He was all over Martha. Hell, he was all over the Doctor. He was all over. It didn't matter.
Everything. Yeah.
Yes. He's like, I've heard of that Captain Kirk dude. He ain't got nothing on me, baby.
Nothing on me.
So I don't know how he's playing, and I think it was a very nice callback to say 1963. I lived in a flat over there with my granddaughter Susan, because from what I understand, classic Who, the first story, the first companion was the Doctor's granddaughter.
That's interesting.
Here's what I would say about this.
Okay.
It is still too early to judge this season. I think we're getting 10 episodes instead of 13. I don't know if they're keeping it to the traditional 13. I think it's going to just be 10. That's the Disney way.
Okay.
They don't give you less. But I will say for those, and of course you can't trust critics. Maybe they were bought out, or hopefully they have more integrity than that. But I know Rotten Tomatoes, before it debuted today, Rotten Tomatoes is one of the critic sites that gave it 100% fresh.
Wow.
Now, of course, that once the audience is stuff, the score is going to drop. But they have watched, I think their synopsis was they have watched the entire season, because they got it like that.
Right.
And they said this entire season was fantastic. Ncuti is a breath of fresh air.
Okay.
He kills it. He knocks it out of the park. Ruby was wonderful. And they said that it was fun, charismatic, charming, just, very witty and whimsical. The same words that we've been using these past couple of episodes.
Yep.
So, and if you think about Christmas episode.
Yep.
Super, super light for kids. Space Babies, super light, not too super, so it's super light for kids. Now you get to the Devil's Chord. Now we're talking about light. We're talking about light. We went back to 60s. You gave us, a dance number or whatever. Kudos. Listen, kudos to Jinx playing the Maestro.
Jinx did their thing. Yes. Jinx went in.
did their thing.
Yeah.
However Jinx identifies, listen, I was here for it because Jinx did their thing.
Yeah.
They played the Maestro with such aplomb and with such verve. Yes, look those up if you are uninitiated. Siri, what the hell is he talking about? You know, and I get it, because for real, this really, to be on Doctor Who, as we saw in the first 3 seasons that we got, it was like a who's who. A lot of very established, famous people, young and old, came through there and had parts. So if you get a chance to be on Doctor Who, this might be your shot.
It's your jump off.
And when you get your shot, listen, you better show up and show out. Jinx playing the Maestro did exactly that.
Let me ask you one more question too, and we haven't really even talked about it, and that is one of the things that's really drawn me regarding the show are the companions. I mean, it may not be talking about what you're thinking. And initially, like Rose jumped off the page super easy, super easy, you know. And then it was a love-hate relationship that turned into love with it. My favorite Martha so far. It's controversial, but I loved her, loved every moment of her. I hate that she got the controversy that she got, but
do I make you Randy, baby?
Is this companion jumping off the page for you? I'll start off. I'll start real quick. I think she is. I think she's making herself known. She's certainly a force to reckon with, but in a different way. The previous 2 Roses that we've seen before were very different from one another, and this one is very different from the 2 that we've seen established. But I like what she's bringing to the mix, especially with somebody as full of life as our current Doctor. How are you feeling?
I think Ruby Sunday is a fantastic addition to our knowledge of the companions. Now, to be fair, it's hard when you only have Rose, Martha, and Ruby are the only 3 that we know about. That's all we've seen so far. And there are many more in between the end of season 3 and the beginning of the season. So there's many more that we have not met yet. But Martha is still my favorite because Martha was highly intelligent.
Yes.
No, I mean, besides her just being right for me.
Oh, she had presence too. Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, I mean,
she did.
Yeah,
she did. And I really felt sorry for her because she just was never on the Doctor's radar, and she fell in love with that man, and she was never on the radar because he was still pining over Rose. Rose. And I didn't know this until we had gotten through maybe all of season 1, maybe starting in season 2, was that I didn't know that Rose was a pop star in, I don't know, I guess maybe she was a singer, but she was a pop star in Great Britain.
Okay.
Before she landed the part of Rose. And I even hear there was a little bit of pushback because with her pop star beginning, it's just like, if we got the call that, Beyonce is going to play the companion. A lot of people are like, oh, okay, Queen Bee, yes.
Yeah.
And a lot of people be like, she got act, what's she doing on there? So people would come out the woodworks to hate on that. I think Ruby so far is actually really great because she gives us a lot of what we saw in Rose. And it's not just her being blonde and cute. She's easy on the eyes. And she does have her eyes pull you in.
Yes, she does. That part.
She does have very pretty eyes. She pulls you in. But she has this spirit about her where she seems positively optimistic. And to be whisked through all this. Like, she saw goblins that was trying to eat her and eat babies. You know, she done been out to space and got hit with a booger monster. She, you know, she's got this music talent. She done run up against a minor god who, you know, sucked all the music out of the world, and she's been up against a few things already and still never really lost that pluckiness, you know? I mean, there was a couple times, like, Rose was always kind of upbeat, and Rose had this innocence, this naivete about her, and she was a right companion for that doctor because he was hurt. He was in a dark place, and she pulled him out of it. But the difference here is that this is a completely different doctor. And like I said, the two things that really threw me off between what we saw on Christopher Eccleston was mad. He was angry as hell for most of season 1. David Tennant was brand new. He felt like he had a brand new lease on life, you know, and he was trying to figure out how to not be that and how to move forward. This, I don't know what happened in between David Tennant and here to Ncuti, but Ncuti has come out the blocks like running, like. So whatever's happened in the course of all the seasons since New Who started back up, this doctor is healed, like, and it threw me off for the last episode and this episode for him to be so frightened. So I don't know if any of the other doctors experienced that, but we didn't experience that with Christopher Eccleston. We didn't experience that with David Tennant, for real. He has been literally damn terrified in these past 2 episodes. And
there's been a lot of gap in space between what we've seen in season 3 to episode season 14. You know, that's like 11 seasons of trauma that's probably built up, and maybe that's probably built up as to why he's being so fearful. Hey, listen, I'm gonna go ahead and stick a fork in this bad boy, only because I want everybody here to rush on over to get a very real deep dive when it comes to Who and other amazing pieces of content that we have done on this particular channel, and that is your channel, Rekkai. Hey, please let the people know how they get in contact with you.
Listen, now that you are finished watching this episode and you watch Space Babies with us, I had to be on it. So I did really fast deep dives. I'm not going all the way in on episode 2 and episode 3, as you saw us talk about here. But I did do a deep dive and kind of a comparison for the doctors that we've seen already and what is on the way. What are we going to get out of Ncuti Gatwa as the 15th Doctor? Go to the pinned comment so that you can make it over to my YouTube page where I do a deep dive. I do a breakdown analysis of many of the tropes and themes behind many of these episodes that we watch. Doctor Who, some other series, Shogun, Invincible, 3-Body Problem. There's a bunch of them in there. We've done some movies. Please get on that and check me out. If you go to my Patreon, same thing, patreon.com/Noop from DeVille. I give early access and I shout out, if you see the very end of my videos, I shout out my all of my patrons and subscribers, the people that are rocking with me. You know, I owe this man Syntell. He gave me an opportunity to shine. And, you know, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
You see, that's why.
So we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it going. See me, son. See me over at Noop from DeVille, NUPEFROMDIDA VILLE, A minor. See me over there, because it's all about this. It's all about this. right here.
You know, I had to kind of like sneak steal your style. Listen, if you've just been enjoying the way me and Rekkai chop it up, hey, be a friend of this channel as well and hit that subscription button. And of course, give us that thumbs up because that's how the people know you're digging what we're giving you. Hey, the comment section is where it's at, and you will certainly see us playing in the sandbox of the comments. Let us know what we got right, what we got wrong, and the fun one is definitely what did we miss. But please, 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 this is going to be very challenging. Please keep it in the context of up to season 3 if you can. I know it's going to be tough to kind of sort through that, but we don't want any spoilers for when we do our continuation of what we have in the back catalog, and that is up seasons 1, 2, and 3. You can check it out on the page. It's super extensive. It's going to be tons of fun, especially if you're a new Whovian like we are. With that being said, I think that is it, and we will catch you all on the next episode. All right, y'all, take care.